Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Decades Challenge. It is currently the year 1317, which means we need to do our death rolls for the famine. Um, also, Aldreda is pregnant. I did not try to get her pregnant. They only woohooed one time, I swear. So, yeah, so she's pregnant. I'm not going to have that affect the rolls at all. We will roll for her for the famine as normal. So the way the rolls are going to work is we will be rolling a d8, so an 8-sided die. And for each sim, if we roll a 3 or a 7, they will die of starvation as a result of the famine. So, without further ado, let's get into these rolls. So I'm going to go pretty much in order that they're listed in the household. Okay, so we're going to start with Walter, who is our current generation heir. So this is kind of a critical one to start with. So he needs to avoid a 3 or a 7. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is huge to start with. Okay, let's just keep going here. So next is Aldreda. And Aldreda will live. And then Agneta is next. She will live. Richard also is living, so that's great. So he will be our next heir, actually. And then next is Emma. So, okay. Emma got a 7, so she will pass away. Next is Cecily, who got an 8, so she will live. And finally, we're going to roll for Bridget. And Bridget got a 2, so she will live. Okay, Walter dying is going to be, that's tragic. Let's keep rolling for some of the villager households. And then we'll come back here and deal with the deaths. Okay, so next, let's roll for the serf household. So this is a neighborhood family. We have Ada and Archer are married, and their triplets are Hannah, Charles, and Kelvin. So let's roll for Ada first. She will live. Let's roll for Archer. Okay, Archer is going to die. Next is Hannah, who will also die. And then we have Charles, who will live. And finally, Kelvin got an 8, so he will live. Okay, so in this household, Archer and Hannah will pass away. Again, I will take care of that later. Let's go into this farmer's family next. This is a multi-generational household. So we have John and John and Caitlin are the eldest Sims here. They have their son Julio, and they have a daughter who's married to one of the villagers, so we'll see her later. And then Bubbles. So these two are their kids. And then Julio is married to Thalia. And these two have 2 kids, Damien and Ezekiel. So let's just roll in order, starting with John. And John will live. Let's see about Caitlin. She will live. And then next is Thalia. She will live. And Julio will live. Next is Bubbles. Okay, Bubbles will pass away. So that's kind of sad because she was Agneta's best friend. All right, finally we have Damien, who will pass away as well, and then Ezekiel. Ezekiel will live. Okay, so that's that household. Bubbles and Damien will pass away. Next, let's do the Suttons. Not gonna roll for their pets, but just Sindani and Petronia Sutton, we can roll for them. They are sisters. So let's roll for Petronia first. She will live. And Sindani, well, they both live either way. Alright, so finally, this villager household, which has a few different houses in it. So I might roll by family here. So first, Nicholas and Anne are married and they have a son, William. So let's roll for those three first. So starting with Nicholas. He will live, and then his wife Anne. She will live, and their son William. He will also live. Next we have the Reverend. And he will live as well. Let's see. Okay, and then the rest of these are in the same household. So Wilmot is an elder. She has a son, Griffin, and Griffin is married to Andrea. She is the daughter of the Sestaris, and these two have a son named Perry. So we need to do 4 rolls there, starting with Wilmot. And she will live. How about Griffin? He will live. Andrea. Okay, Andrea will pass away. It's kind of sad. I always liked her. Alright, and I believe last roll of the famine is for Perry. And Perry will live. Okay, you guys. That was a lot. I believe in total we have 7 deaths, 2 of which are in our main household. I'm gonna spend the next bit of sim time here taking care of all the village households, and then we'll return back to the Hawthorns.
And of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
Okay, we are back home. It is now 5 p.m. Took pretty much all day to cycle through all the houses. Alright, so I am just dreading this so much. So the famine has been hard on the whole village, and Walter made sure that his family had enough to eat, and unfortunately he did not eat enough and he starved to death. And even after he passed away, there wasn't quite enough left. Little Emma also passed away, and she was only 7 years old at this time. So it's a very sad. Aldreda is totally heartbroken. As you can see, she has the gloomy trait because she has now lost 2 husbands and her firstborn daughter, and even her second-born daughter, who passed away previously. And this household is really never going to be the same.
Oh, gently rise and softly come. Good night, and God be with you all.
I am so sad that we lost Walter. He only has 1 son, and we're not sure the gender of Aldreda's pregnancy right now. So potentially 2 sons, but worst case, only 1 son, who still needs to get through 2 more birthdays before he can start having kids. So this is a very precarious situation. I also really loved Emma. I know she wasn't Walter's child, but she really had a special heart as well. And I just feel so bad for Aldreda. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's make their meal for the day. Let's just have some eggs. Maybe we can't have eggs. Oh, sorry, it's under pantry foods. Okay, boiled eggs. Serving of 8. It's probably too many, but it's fine. I also realized as I was going through the households that the Sestaris lost 2 children because they lost Bubbles and Andrea. So that's very sad as well. And the other main family that the Hawthorns were friends with was the Serfs, who lost the father and one of the daughters, or the daughter. The other 2 triplets are boys. So there's been a lot of loss today. Agneta wasn't here when they passed away, so let's have her mourn Walter and Emma. This episode today might get a little bit long, so I apologize for that. But now that we've lost Walter, I am even more interested to see what gender Aldreda's baby is. So I think we will play through the full year of 1317 in this episode so that we can see the birth of their child, as well as Cecily's birthday is coming up as well. I think Bridget might have a birthday too. Cecily is aging up in 3 days. Why did I think it was sooner than that? And then Bridget is also in 3 days. Okay, so Cecily's birthday is 1 day later than I thought. But Aldreda will give birth before that. And once again, Agneta is going to be stepping up to help take care of the house. When her mom passed away and now her dad passed away and they still have some young kids around. So she will be stepping into that parental role again, which is unfortunate for her because she's still just a teenager. Get everyone taken care of. Let's see, Bridget's doing well, but Mom is not. So let's put Bridget in her crib so that Mom can eat. Cecily, how about you eat? Richard's eating, that's good. Alright, Agneta, you can eat too. Ooh, Aldreda was mean to Cecily. Yeah, how is her relationship with the kids? So she and Cecily do not get along. But she is friends with Richard and not very close with Agneta. So this is a hard position for her because now she has to take care of some kids that are not her kids by birth, although she has been, considering them her kids as much as she can as her stepkids. And they're old enough, they don't really need too much care. Cecily is gonna need a bath soon. Oh, I think we ran over into the next day a little bit, so I'm gonna get rid of these eggs and just say that was our meal for Saturday. Since I was away all day, they kind of ate later than usual. So Bridget is asleep. She's rolled over there. I'm going to have Agneta adopt Cecily as a care dependent. I think she will be watching out for her little sister, since she is too young to take care of herself. And Agneta's probably not sure how much time Aldreda will give to Cecily, since Aldreda has two even younger kids, or soon to be two younger kids of her own to deal with. So I think that's kind of how they'll divide, is Aldreda can take care of Bridget and the future baby, and Agneta can kind of take Cecily under her wing, and Richard will probably be left to his own for the most part. Just so sad he doesn't have a father figure to help him grow into his adult life. Alright, Aldreda's taking her bath. Let's clean up Cecily in the sink. Oh, Bridget's sitting up. Okay, they are not getting along, Richard and Bridget. Outshined. Yeah, Richard is not happy. Alright, maybe you might just cry in bed for a little bit. Nada's also not having fun. Cecily needs to go to bed. Alright, Agneta's doing okay. Let's see, Bridget's doing good. So how about Agneta can play peekaboo with Bridget? Practice standing. I'm going to have Agneta cook their meal today. I think they're starting to run out of normal things they can make. So let's do some pottage. And I'm just gonna make a family-sized meal, since there's only 4 of them who will be partaking of it. So hopefully that's enough for them. Okay, the pottage is ready. Let's have everyone grab some. So Agneta and Richard are awake, so they can grab some. Everyone else is sleeping. I think we can wake everyone up because it is about 2 p.m. So Aldreda can have some. And then Cecily is already on her way. Ooh, first blowout for little Bridget. Let's have Agneta take care of that. Is she gonna need a full bath? Yeah. Okay, let's give Bridget a bath. Alright, Richard's been taking the death of his father super, super hard. Let's have, I think Agneta would maybe talk to him a little bit. So let's try to cheer him up. Console about death. So I think he's telling, or Agneta's telling Richard that everything will be okay. They've made it this far through the famine, and things are starting to look better. That their dad sacrificed himself to make sure that they could be healthy. Okay, Richard's feeling a bit better from that now. Let's have them become best friends. So Agneta and Richard are really close at this point. They have been through so much together. But they have each other, and that is so great for them. Okay, Richard's feeling better. I think he might even go fishing in honor of his dad. And as kind of the eldest man in the house, he might feel responsible for their safety and happiness, even though that's totally unrealistic for someone who's still a child. But I think he'll feel a lot of that pressure. Alright, and Aldreda is still really suffering here, which of course she is. Bridget, I think you just need a diaper change. Alright, and then let's do some tummy time with Bridget. And alright, we haven't done laundry in a while, so I'm sure we need to. Let's put this away. And replace this water. We also need to repair this line. Oh, and Bridget learned to creep. That's good. And then let's do some more laundry. Is Aldreda feverish? Oh yeah, she has a illness. She's feeling scratchy. That is not good. Oh, she's so sad about Walter. They only had a few years together. Oh, Richard likes fishing. Wow, he must have fond memories of it. But yeah, Aldreda and Walter were only married for about 3 years before he died. So they got along probably about as good as they could, given it was a marriage of convenience. But they did really fall in love. Okay, it is the morning, and Aldreda is very hungry. So we need to cook some stew. Let's do chunky vegetable. Someone's making a mess over here. It looks like it's Bridget. She's also hungry. Thought I told Aldreda to feed her, but maybe not. Feed Bridget really quick before Aldreda eats. And everyone else can start eating here. Agneta's going to pee herself. Bridget learned to reach. That's cute. So I think she can play with the dolls now. Oh no, she needs to be able to grab. Alright, let's have her scoot over here. Then she can, I think she can do tummy time on her own. Okay, everyone is eating. Agneta really needs some fun. Maybe we'll send her for a walk. Hopefully she considers that fun. Go for a stroll in the forest, just by herself. Right, Bridget's diaper needs to be changed as well. I kind of need Richard to help out a little bit, so let's have him clean up a bit. Okay, Cecily needs a bath and Bridget needs a diaper change. So let's take care of Bridget first, and then Cecily. Why can't we give Cecily a bath? And Aldreda's in labor as well. Can we change Cecily's diaper? At least do that. Oh, okay, she is getting a bath. Okay, bath is done. I believe it's time to have our baby. We need the crib back. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a girl. I was hoping so bad for a boy. Okay, let's name her Joan. This name means God is gracious. So little baby Joan. Baby boy, twins! Oh my gosh, they had twins. Let's name him Peter. Triplets? I don't even have a name picked out. Okay, I need to look up another boy name. Let's do Thomas. Oh my gosh. We have not had any multiples this whole game, other than that one neighbor family who had triplets. But in our main household, we have not had any. And now we have 2 new boys. So we have 3 male heirs right now. That is like the best possible scenario I could have asked for. That is insane. Okay, and now Aldreda has 3 triplets that she has to take care of without a husband. But what a blessing. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, we do have to roll for them though. Let's have Aldreda eat and then we can roll for these babies right away. Okay, so we're going to roll for them in order of birth. So back to a d20. So for each baby, they need to avoid a 1, 5, 10, 15, and 20. So let's roll for Joan first. So Joan got a 14, so she will live. Next is Peter. He got a 13, so Peter will live. And last is Thomas, who got a 12. So he will live as well. That is great. Let's see. We also have a family dynamic of jokesters between Agneta and Cecily. Okay. Oh, and we actually need to do one more roll for Aldreda for childbirth. I believe we only need to roll for her once. Actually, let me check the rules. Okay, the rules do say that we need to roll for the mom for every child that they give birth to. So we need to roll for Aldreda 3 times right now. And she needs to avoid a 1 on each roll. So let's do all 3 right now. First roll is good. Second roll is good. And the third roll is good. Oh my gosh, you guys. That was very, very lucky. And now we have 3 babies who are insanely unhappy. Alright, Aldreda ate, so she needs to just start going down the line here. Feed each baby and change their diaper. And I'm also gonna set them to use cloth diapers and prefer breastfeeding right away. Oh, she's starting with a different kid than I had selected, but that's fine. As long as they get fed. Alright, while she's going through each baby, let's check on everyone else. So Richard's doing okay. Let's have him take a bath. Cecily's doing good. Bridget's doing okay. Bridget's a little hungry, but okay. Aldreda's gonna feed Bridget. Or not. Yeah, let's feed her. Agneta, can you help out here? Let's see who has a dirty diaper. You do. Well, okay, Mom's taking care of you. Okay, you're rocking this baby, but I need you to feed it. And then feed this one. Not even sure which baby is which. I just want them to stop crying. Alright, Agneta, come change this one's diaper. Who is this? Thomas, okay. And this one is Peter, and then this must be Joan. Okay, Peter, I think, didn't get fed, so we can take care of him in a bit. Agneta, can you do some laundry? Bridget's asleep, Cecily's asleep. Richard's hanging out. Okay, let's pee really quick, Aldreda. Okay, all 3 babies are good for now. I did want to play through Tuesday as well, but I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So we're gonna have some birthdays right away when we come back next time. We will have birthdays for Bridget, Cecily, and the triplets. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me this episode. I know it was a lot going on, a lot of finicky stuff with the famine and the rolling. But thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like, and I will see you next time.